Hi my fragrance friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do something that's a little bit different but still on topic, is what's in my bag, but it'll be feel good and smell good edition. Part of smelling good is also being able to maintain it when you're out and about. So I just wanted to hop right into what's in my bag because there's quite a bit. I'm definitely not a minimalist, I'm a maximalist. So I definitely just wanted to go in what's in my tote. I have my Marc Jacobs tote here. This is the large one, this is the canvas one, and a greenish a greenish color. I got this one over the black one because it won't be as prominent if there's any pet hair on it, and two, I just thought it gave it a little something different. I wear this most days. If not this, then I wear my mini Chanel. So yeah, so we'll just hop right in. Okay, so the first prominent thing we have here, we have my Tom Ford sunglasses. It probably would drive people nuts that I don't have it in my sunglass case, and that I have it hanging on the side over here, but majority of the time I have it on my head over here or I'm wearing it. But yeah, I do keep it here, and I do have the case, but I don't know, sometimes I can be a little irresponsible, quite frankly, with my sunglasses. But yeah, so my Tom Ford's here. And now we're just going to jump right in. I just want to give you an overview of what it looks like in my bag here. I do not have an organizer per se, the ones that they sell online, but I like the way that I organize my bag, and I feel like it works for me. So we're just going to hop right in. So the first thing I'm going to pull out over here, we have this glass tumbler from Amazon. I don't carry this with me all the time, obviously, but I like to keep it with me as an option if I ever needed to get something to drink or whatever the case may be, or if I'm going out for an extended period of time and I wanted to have something a little on hand, like water per se. It's glass and there's a silicone cover. It's pretty durable. The glass is pretty thick. It's not a thin one, and I really like it, and I just think it's super cute, and I highly recommend it. So the first thing, tumbler for something to drink. Okay, the next thing I have here, I have what I'm currently reading. I have The Four Agreements by is it Don? Yeah, Don Miguel Ruiz. Won't give any thoughts on this because that's not what this is about. It's still reading it, so I don't really have any thoughts per se, but what I'm currently reading, The Four Agreements. And also I have a little notepad to keep my thoughts in. I'm writing. Currently, I stopped writing for a bit, but I'm getting back into writing fiction and both nonfiction. And so this is me. Then make sure at any time I have any thought come into my mind, I make sure I grab those ideas and write them down. So a notepad, and there is a pen in there as well. So I'm never caught out without a pen when I'm writing and a thought strikes me. So highly recommend for you ladies to keep a notepad and a pen with you at all times. Okay. Then I have wet ones. They're just simple wet ones. Always keep them on hand. Highly recommend for you guys to keep it too, for you to wipe your hands or clean up any surface. Always keep wet ones for you or someone else. Okay, so I got wet ones there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to speed through this because it's a lot, and you'll see as I go through. Okay, I have my wallet here. I'm not going to show you too much detail, obviously, because my personal information is in here, my credit cards and such, but there are a few little hacks that I keep for my wallet that I wanted to share with you. One, I would recommend that you always have a zip around wallet, and I'm going to show you why in a bit, because sometimes, I don't know about you ladies, but for me personally, sometimes I just take my wallet out of my purse and I quickly run somewhere. And I never want to be caught offhand without my smell good products. So in this, I highly recommend, one, you guys always keep cash. That's for ladies. Always keep cash on you. God forbid, you never know. So in my wallet, this is real life, okay? So I have my backup lip gloss. We have Juicy Melon by Victoria's Secret, and yes, I really do keep this in my wallet because you never want to be caught with dry lips. So I have that there. I have a comb. I literally keep that in my wallet, right? I have quite a few fragrance samples here. Let me just, oops, I'm going to drop it out of my hand. So we have quite a few fragrance samples here. Like, I never want to be caught not smelling right, you know? So I have quite a few. I mean, it's irrelevant the brands that I have, but one's Mancera, one's Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and the other one's a brand I hadn't heard of. Oh, just kidding, just kidding. It's Lily Fantasy by Juliet Has a Gun. So I have that tucked away here. And then I have from the brand, I think it's from Colgate, the little toothbrush wisp. They're disposable. Once you use them, you throw them out, and on the other end of it, you have a toothpick here. So like I said, when I say I'm crazy about smelling good and being good and just making sure I'm right at all times, I'm not kidding. So if I'm ever caught without my purse per se, I have my wallet and I will never be caught without. And when you're done with it, just make sure you replace it. And then I also have a floss here as well with another pick as well. So yeah, just make sure if you're ever out eating and you never want to be caught with something in your teeth, so that's a floss. When you're done with it, throw it out. And one thing I want to note just quickly in the beginning is that you'll noticeably notice that there is no taser or pepper spray in my bag. And there's a reason for this. Is because I personally, I have studied Krav Maga and Muay Thai. So that is my form of self-defense. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid anything happens to me. So that's the only reason why I don't have pepper spray in that, because I've studied self-defense, and that is my line of defense. So ladies who do not know Krav Maga, Muay Thai, or any form of self-defense, I highly recommend that you put pepper spray or a taser in your bag. So I just wanted to really note that. You will notice that that is not in my bag, but I studied Krav Maga and Muay Thai, so, you know, yeah, we're crushing tracheas, honey. Okay, next thing we have here, we have an empty water bottle. I'm not going to get into this here, but if I try at all costs to not use a public restroom. But when you're in an airport and you're traveling, sometimes you have no choice but to do that, right? Or you travel a lot. So, oh gosh, I'm not going to get into this, because if you know, you know. When you use the bathroom, you clean up with water. I've been doing this since literally I've been a kid. It's never been an option for me. But yeah. And when it gets a little ratty, then you throw it out, obviously, and you put a new bottle. But yeah, this is just so I can clean myself up if I ever have to go to a public restroom. So I fill this up with water, and then I switch it out every now and then. Okay. So in the bag, the next thing we're going to go to is this pocket right here. Then we'll go here and here. And the last thing we'll do, we'll cover this little pouch over here. Okay, so in this little right side pocket we have, excuse me. We have L'Occitane, is a hand cream. You can see I have quite the dent in it, especially now that it's getting drier and colder outside. Just make sure you always have a little something on hand. I have an American Express pen from the American Express lounge in the airport, because when you're traveling, you know, you just grab it from the American Express lounge. So that's where that was from my last flight. And here I have gum. Always, absolutely, for men, women, children, everybody. It is a public service to have clean breath. In addition to putting all the fragrance on your body, it is a public service to make sure your breath is smelling right. And for some weird reason, just my own personal weird thing, that I can only I can only chew not only, I prefer chewing only spearmint gum. So, yeah. I always have gum on hand for me or someone else. Always, always, always. Next up, I have hand sanitizer in the gel form. In my car, I have the spray version, the liquid version, because that's just what I prefer. So before I even touch my steering wheel, I put my hand sanitizer in the liquid form on my hand. But in my bag, I keep the gel form. So I have this in the Scent Ocean by Bath & Body Works. Always keep this on hand for me or someone else. I have a coupon for Bath & Body Works in here. Oh, good gracious. Do I got a shopping problem or what? Can you tell me? Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly put back in what I have. Okay, now we're moving into the next pocket right here. Okay, so I just want to preface this by saying I'm not really a makeup wearer. Like 95% of the time, I do not wear makeup. And also, let me further actually preface that. So actually 100% of the time, I wear eyeliner on my waterline, But in terms of like everything else, like foundation and all that stuff, I don't wear makeup. So 95% of the time you will find me fresh faced. But sometimes you never know. You don't want to be caught in a situation where you need lipstick or a little something, something. I always have it on hand in an emergency. And I have a MAC lip liner in the color Whirl, just in case of an emergency. It's a very fleshy, natural color. If you can see here, if you're familiar with the colors in MAC, it seems darker, but it's not so much when you blend it in. So I have an emergency lip liner. I have a tinted lip gloss. This is in the color Reef from the brand Maybelline. Regular, you can get this from Walgreens. And it is the Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. So it's cute. It's a little light color with not too much. Again, I like to keep it natural. So I have my tinted lip gloss. Ooh, this is harder to close than I thought. Okay. And this goes really well with the color Whirl. Okay. Next thing up I have here. Oh, oopsie. I have another fragrance because I'm not kidding when you're not, I'm telling you, you're not going to catch me slipping, not smelling good. Even if it's for me, I can give it to someone else if they ever need it. This is She Loves Red by the brand Dua. So this is She Loves Red by the Dua brand. Okay, the next thing up. When I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. Okay, so here we go. Let me talk about this first. So we have another backup lip gloss. This is Berry Flash by Victoria's Secret, and this is tinted more in the pinky color to go more with this pinky color. It's like purpley. I mean, it looks better in real life. It goes better. And now a hack I wanted to tell you, ladies, please go get, if you don't already have it, is a mented lip gloss. It seems like the most obvious thing in the world, but oh my God, it is a life changer. I've been using this for years. 4 years. This is from the brand C.O. Bigelow. It's called Mentha Lip Tint. So not only is it lip gloss, but there's lip gloss with mint in it. So you're glossing your lips, you're moisturizing your lips, but you're also freshening your breath. And yes, this really does work. So in addition to you keeping that emergency whisk toothbrush and the emergency floss, and something else I'm going to show you in a little bit, you have this. So highly recommend this. It's from the brand C.O. Bigelow Mentha Lip Tint. Highly recommend to keep it on at all times. If you ever need a little sprucing up, put this lip gloss on with mint. I mean, just you lip gloss and mint. I mean, it's just the best of both worlds. Highly recommend. Okay. And the next thing I just randomly have in here because real life, we have from the brand TheraBreath. It is the brand that creates a mouthwash. If you're familiar with the brand TheraBreath, my mom put me on to this years ago. Love my mother, obviously, duh. But this is the flavor Mandarin Mint. This is created for people with dry mouth. I don't have dry mouth, but I love the idea of it, that it moisturizes the mouth, so you're never with. The whole point of bad breath is that it's from dry mouth, right? And I don't know, I really love this. I've been, again, using it for a really long time. I have like both packs of this, and you will find this scattered throughout my bag. And I use it for myself, but I also give it to other people. Even like when somebody's coughing because they have a dry mouth, I give this to them as well. So TheraBreath Mints. Highly recommend. In addition to all the dental hygiene, all this stuff, I definitely, in addition to the gum, even like in between gums, like I will use TheraBreath mint as well, and you can find them on Amazon. Okay, so we're done with that side pocket. Let me just quickly put these things back in so I don't get disorganized over here. Alrighty. Okay, now we're moving into this last pocket right over here by the wall. Okay, so here I have a prayer book, Fortress of the Muslim. This is just for me personally. I recommend whatever religion you follow, whatever spirituality you follow, at all times, make sure that you have a book of spirituality or your religious book with you at all times to keep God on your mind. Like whenever you have a quiet moment or you're traveling, I highly recommend this. So whatever your religion is, I highly recommend you get it. And if you're a spiritual person and you do not follow a religion, find a spiritual book to keep with you and keep it in your purse at all times. So if ever you need it, you will pull it out and you will read it for comfort, okay? So I have a prayer book over here. Next thing up, I have my prayer beads. I call them tasbih, but for everyone else, I'm explaining it. That is a prayer bead. I believe it's equivalent to a rosary beads. So I have my prayer beads at all times in my purse. Next thing up here, oh, this should have been in the other pocket. Oh, well, life is messy. Is a very fleshy colored lipstick in case if I ever need it in an emergency. I have AJ Crimson in the shade, literally no shade. It's a beautiful fleshy color. As you can see, it's practically not used. Like I said, it's just for an emergency. I'm not really much of a makeup person other than like keeping eyeliner on my waterline. I don't really do anything with myself. But if I ever need it, I have my AJ Crimson lipstick with me at hand. And little tip my mom taught me is when you need a little sprucing up and out, put a little lipstick on your cheeks to match your lips. So got a little lipstick there. What else do I have here? Ooh, yeah, this one's good. So here I have Solid Perfume. Highly recommend for all ladies for you to keep this in your purse at all times, especially if you, or for the ladies who would like a non-alcohol option for perfume. Obviously, this is not going to give you the strong projection as a regular perfume, but if you ever need it, if you're ever in a prayer service and you need a non-alcoholic option, I would highly recommend this. This is Elizabeth and James Nirvana White Solid Perfume. I love, 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 love this. Not only is it a solid perfume, but it's also doubles as a mirror. Got to keep it down to make sure I don't get my reflection in there. But beautiful. If you ever need a little something something and you want to be discreet about putting on perfume, highly recommend this. So this again is Solid Perfume. That's what I'm saying. It's a smell good edition. I have a lot of smell good stuff in here. So you need to give yourself a little check, give yourself a little doo-doo, And can we just talk about the packaging here? So if you're familiar with the Nirvana White perfume, it has this same texture on it. And can we just talk about elegance with this whole gold around it? Just get a moment for this. So you can see Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. And I keep it in the velvet case because, yes, I'm extra. But yeah, so Nirvana and White, Solid Perfume. In addition to all that other perfume, I have Solid Perfume because you need non-alcoholic options and discreet options, Keep life interesting. All right, last thing I have in here. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the brand Poo-Pourri. So this is a travel size. So if you're ever in an airport, if you're ever traveling, whatever the case may be, I highly recommend for you ladies to keep this in your bag. It is for you to spray it in the toilet prior to using the bathroom, to be discreet and, of course, considerate of the person coming after you. So Poo-Pourri, this is the travel size version of it. So I have that in there. Okay, so we're done with that pocket as well. And I think I just dropped something. All right, I'm going to quickly just put that back and keep it moving along. All right, so the last thing we have now is this pouch right here. For me, this is my organizer. I just kind of keep everything in here. So I'm just going to put this down over here while I go through this. All right, there we go. So now we're gonna go through this. This is gonna be messy. All right, so this is not too bad. So right now I have my keys. Just nothing special, but a bunch of keychains and my little lucky llama over here. My little lucky llama. Boop, boop. Isn't cute? But yeah, we need our keys. I have my Rady headphones, and I will explain why I have Rady headphones. I have tried over 3 times. I've had 3 different pairs of like the cordless headphones. I've lost each of them. I have really, really, really tiny ears, and for some reason, those like cordless headphones, iPods, are they iPods? Oh my God, I don't remember what they're called, but the little cordless headphones, like I keep them in my ear, but they always slip out because I have really tiny ears. And also, when I have even good quality headphones, I always damage them and ruin them very quickly. So I noticed it behooves me to just keep regular Walgreens grade headphones in my bag at all times because I just cannot be trusted with $300 headphones. And yeah, I'm really bad with electronics. I went through 5 phones this past year, and yes, you heard that number right. 5 phones I've broken this past year. I'm very clumsy, and that is not an exaggeration. So I will not spend over $20 on headphones because I just can't get my life together. So Fluency Ready headphones. Yeah, so here again, I have those TheraBreath mints that I had mentioned prior. I keep a lot for myself and others. Again, TheraBreath mints in the brand, the flavor Mandarin Mint, I believe. For myself and others, I highly recommend you ladies to get onto it if you haven't already. And I keep them in this little Ziploc baggie here, in that. I have to cover this because my company name, but I keep an emergency mask here, so if I ever need it, and it's adjustable at the side here. So yeah, just an emergency mask. The next thing up, we have Advil. Obviously, ladies, you never know when we have cramps or whenever someone else around us is in pain. So always keep Advil. And I usually always keep Excedrin with me. And a couple of weeks ago, I was actually kicking myself because I needed to give someone Excedrin and I didn't have it. I'm usually good at re-upping this. But I was kind of kicking myself. I should have had it on me. But one of the things that I would like us to think when we're having stuff in our purse, not only for ourselves, but people around us. So usually I also have Excedrin in my purse for migraines, but I have to re-up that. So Advil for pain. Oh, this is a good one here. So this is Stoke. These are actual espresso shots. If you guys don't drink caffeine, then this wouldn't be of interest to you. But for me personally, I do drink caffeine. I mean, I've been moderating it, but I do drink caffeine. And if you're ever traveling in an airport or if you're on a long road trip and you can't stop for Starbucks or whatever the case may be, I mean, I know you can get coffee on the plane. Let me retract all that. I don't know. Sometimes you just may be in a pinch and you need caffeine and you're falling asleep and you never know, or someone around you may be sleepy. Right? So I've noticed having these is really super helpful. And they're literal actual espresso shots. And my brother put me on this. Actually, no, wait, hold on. I put him onto it. And then he ended up buying the bulk pack. Oh, no, just kidding. I put my brother onto this. And how did I find this? Oh, right. I was in a bodega, gas station. Right. And I brought this, now I remember. Just kidding, I put my brother onto this. JK. Okay, so this is the brand called Stoke, and it says espresso coffee shot, 40 milligrams, add to coffee. I don't add to coffee, I just drink it straight if I ever needed it. And I love that it's a portable little packet here. And just pop it open and it gives you a little pop of energy. So I always keep these in emergency in my purse, and highly recommend if you drink caffeine. Oopsie, I'll pick that up later. You keep this in your purse if you need caffeine. All right, next thing up, it's from one of my last flights. It's just Biscoff biscuits, and I always recommend to keep a little munchy munch in your purse at all times for you or someone else if you ever get a little hungry. The next thing up, this is embarrassing. This is a little messy. I have my Chanel Makeup Compact with the mirror. I'm just turn it that way so you don't see. And yeah, so it's a little light bronzer color. Again, I like to keep it natural, so it wouldn't really give me too much color. But as you can see, I don't really use it. It's more for the mirror effect. It's just for me to use the mirror. As you can clearly see, I do not use the actual powder. I just use it for the mirror. So, ladies, always make sure you have a mirror compact on you. You don't know how many times people have asked me for a mirror. And again, going back with the Munchy Munch, because I do have a sweet tooth, I always keep some kind of candy on me. So we have my Welch's Fruit Snackies, my little snacky snacks. And I got that in there. Because you never know when you need a little snackies. I got my little gummies here. Next thing up, especially if you travel a lot or whatever the case may be, or just in general, just to keep in your purse, I highly recommend. This is emergency. When you're traveling, especially with the rise of emergence of COVID, or even a cold or a flu, right, what preceded COVID, highly recommend to keep emergency at you at all times. If you're ever in an airport and you feel like you might have been exposed to something, I highly recommend whipping this out and putting this in some water, shaking it up. that's where this comes in handy, right? If I ever felt like I was exposed to something in the airport, when I'm in the MX lounge, you just take some water, put this in there, shake it, shake it, shake it, and drink it up. And you have your dose of vitamin C to boost up your immune system. And also, I like this one because it goes a step further where it has electrolytes and also gives you hydration in addition to giving you your vitamin C boost to boost your immune system. So, highly recommend for you ladies to keep at least a couple of these emergency packets / hydration packets in your purse at all times, because you never know, especially with the holidays coming up and COVID numbers are likely going to go up again. So again, emergency hydration. Next thing up, because I'm super clumsy and I love to wear white, love to wear white, but I'm also super clumsy. I keep a Tide to Go pen on me at all times because I drop a lot of things when I'm eating. I drop a lot of things in my clothes. So yeah, Tide to Go pen, highly recommend. And again, smell good addition, I'm telling you. You keep a body spray on you at all times. So for me, this is my this makes me so happy. Strawberry pound cake. This was my gateway into gourmand scents. But yeah, you can reference my first sit down video for that story. But yeah, so strawberry pound cake. Keep a body mist on you at all times. And I have the matching hand lotion, strawberry pound cake. That's in addition to the L'Occitane hand lotion. That's lightly scented, at least to my nose, that's lightly scented. This is more obviously higher flavor. So the days I need a little something extra, I reach for this one. It needs a little bit of a dent, but not much. We have another espresso shot here. The next thing up, we have the oil. We have oil absorbing sheets. It's just a generic brand. I don't use anything fancy. Actually, I don't even think I've actually really used this. Yeah, it's pretty much unused, but I just keep it because you just never know, right, ladies? You just never know. Because whenever you don't have it is when you're going to need it, right? So it's better to have it than not have it. So it's just basic oil absorbing sheets for your face. So I have regular Walgreens brand, nothing special. And yet another lip gloss. And you can see the huge dent I have in this one. It's one of my favorite. It's Caramel Kiss by Victoria's Secret. I just love that bronze color with my skin. Just love this one. Oop, I got fur on my hand here. Yeah, so Caramel Kiss by Victoria's Secret. I have a tweezer. Ladies, never be without a tweezer. If you ever need to spruce up your eyebrows, highly recommend. I know it might be a little extra, but also, does it hurt? Does it really hurt to keep it with you? So keep an emergency tweezer. Always keep emergency Bounty tissue because you never know. Life is messy, am I right? So emergency Bounty tissue tucked into the side of this, just tucked into the side there. Okay, the next thing up, in addition, so this is in line with the whole emergency hydration. This is called TheraZinc by Quantum Health. So elderberry is a natural, it's a natural occurring. So basically, it's a natural thing that to use to boost up your immune system, right? Naturally, you have to use medication when you need to. I'm a proponent for that, and also I'm a proponent for using homeopathic remedies when as a first line of defense and to boost up your natural immune system to keep it strong. If you ever feel like, as a first line of defense, if you ever feel like you're exposed to something, especially in the airport, when you're going back and forth, you feel like you might be exposed to something, or you're around somebody and you feel like you might be exposed to something, get some vitamin C, zinc into your system, vitamin D3, and elderberry, right? But I like these little pop lozenges, like these little lozenges. You can see I actively use them here, right? So there are elderberry and zinc in this. So if you ever feel like you've been exposed to something, like in an airport, and pop it out, eat it, or let it dissolve on your tongue rather. But I like to keep this for myself at all times, especially, because hello, pandemic that we just lived through. Don't play around with that. So again, from the brand Quantum Health, it's called TheraZinc. Ladies, get this in your bag. You're welcome. All right. I have, see more, and like you can see I actively use them, like they're empty, or if not, yeah, almost empty. Brands are irrelevant. The point is I always keep them in my purse, so I'm never caught without it. Oh boy, oh my god, I just dropped another lip gloss on the floor. Hold on. I have another one, Sugar High. I'm not kidding when I tell you, I need my lips, like, right. I have another Stoke. And then I have, oh my god, I'm crazy. I have another perfume. I have another random TheraBreath, and I have a candy. It's a Korean brand, I believe. It's a lychee candy. You can get it off Amazon. Yeah, it's just lychee candy. Just put in lychee candy, and then it'll pop up in Amazon. Now, in here, one of the side pockets, I'm going to go through that. This is really good if you are prone to headaches or tension in your neck and shoulder area. Highly recommend for you to get this off of Amazon. It's from the brand Microstill. It is called the Migraine Stick, and it's a little roller ball thingy majiggy here. And I bought this, rebought this several times over the years. Highly recommend this. It has peppermint oil and lavender oil. It's just so amazing. I love the smell of it. All natural, homeopathic. If you ever feel like you're getting headache, you put it on your temples over here. Or if you ever feel like you're getting tension in your neck, you put it behind your neck over here. And for me personally, I just like to rub it in. And I can't say that it obviously takes away the migraine, but it definitely helps the situation. And again, I was kicking myself a couple of weeks ago that I did not have this in my purse because I had my small Chanel purse and I did not have my large Marc Jacobs tote. But yeah, highly recommend this for if you're prone to migraines or tension in your neck and your shoulders. All natural, homeopathic. It's just peppermint oil and lavender oil for tension and just for a little relaxation. Migraine Stick by Microstill. Find it on Amazon. Here we have a bunch of wisps. Oopsie, yeah, I gotta throw that away now. Yeah, just a bunch of wisps here, because you just never know, right? And more TheraBreath mints that I just talked about. Got more of those in that pocket. Okay, now we're done with that pocket. Now we're moving on to the next pocket. Okay, we've got a bunch of things here. Okay, here we have an Advil packet. I keep this one not more for myself, but for other people, because some people might not feel comfortable taking a pill from you out of your bottle. So if anything, somebody needs around me, like body pain or whatever, and they need Advil, I will give them this sealed packet. So this is not for me, this is for someone else, like in the airport or whatever the case may be. Somebody is in pain, I'll give them this. This is the feminine cleansing wipe. And here we have, especially in the age of pandemic, a bunch of alcohol prep pads. Especially when you're traveling in the airport, you want to wipe up your phone, just in general, because our phone we take with us everywhere.